they'll match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Set! 180!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 30.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Green 39.
A First down carry now for Corral. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 31 yards there and a first down.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will go you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Swings it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Pittsburgh taking back over here in a second on offense. And the Steelers back on the beam after their second straight win, third in the last 4 games, defeating division rival Cincy this past weekend, Charles, 28-21.
Yeah, that's the 7th straight win over Cincinnati, including the postseason. And we all remember that last postseason meeting where it looked like Cincinnati had them beat, and it got away from them. Some teams just have other teams' numbers, and right now that's what Pittsburgh has going against Cincinnati. But the open week, next week, could not have come at a better time for Pittsburgh. They're hot, but they'll get a chance to get some rest. And then their next 2 games in the division, Cleveland, who's played better this year despite their loss this past week against the L.A. Chargers, and then Baltimore, who's shutting everyone down on defense, especially in the second half.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this out past the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call it.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. He may be all of that. I still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jennings. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He's going to field this at the 4. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York Jets offense coming back out onto the field. And this offense was really good last week against the Indianapolis Colts. Put up 42 points. And Sam Darnold, maybe the best performance of his rookie year, completed 80% of his passes, 280 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
And how about the Jets on offense? Because of Darnold playing well, he is leading them to big-time point scoring, too. 30 points in back-to-back weeks for the first time since 2011. And they've won both of those games. That's pretty impressive.
And Coach Todd Bowles, by the way, after the game said, this might have been one we lost a year ago, but now at 3-3, feeling good. They're on the uptick.
And how about Jason Myers, the field goal kicker? A Jets record, 7 field goals. So that's terrific for him. They won the game, but you know down the road, they want to turn some of those field goal attempts into touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Roethlisberger on the left side. It's McDonald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the 1st.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Le'Veon Bell's saga, that continues to drag on, but James Conner, he's showing he can handle the load. 19 carries, 111 yards last week against Cincy.
And when I saw him in preseason, I knew he was back to being the James Conner we saw at his best in college at Pitt before he went through his illness with leukemia and beat that. So you know the determination. You know that.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Ready? Like 80. Double bump.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
All right, now. Set. Blue 30.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set. 180.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll pitch it out to Bell. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Set. Blue 30.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! Black 20!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot!
Darnold on 1st down. Holding by Anderson left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Play action. It's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this 1st half. And it's a 1st down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
The pitch to Crowell. And Crowell looks the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Blue 30.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Got his man, Isaiah Corral. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 74 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in after one. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Black 20.
Now it's Roethlisberger. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Set. Blue 30.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's well good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. That's it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the Jets set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodgers. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, now. Snickers, 66. Set. Blue 30.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Jack 16.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They start this with a run for Powell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's Powell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st down, it's Donald. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On 1st down, Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, let's take a step back and look league-wide here, Charles. What contender do you think is in the most trouble through 6 weeks? I would not have thought Jacksonville a couple of weeks ago, but, boy, very flat performances against KC and Dallas.
Yeah, and we expect them to be a dominant team on the defensive side of the ball week in and week out, and Dallas just shredded them in their game on Sunday. But I don't think Jacksonville's in as much trouble as maybe Denver is. Denver's 2-4. 4 straight losses, and Kansas City setting a heck of a pace in the AFC West. Vance Joseph, the second-year coach in Denver, many thought he wouldn't return after last year. Got a second opportunity. This isn't helping him. And last but not least, if we're talking about this group of people, how about the Atlanta Falcons? They're also 2-4, but they got a much-needed win against Tampa Bay on Sunday. If we knew they could get their defensive players back, I'd like them a lot more. They've got a tough road ahead of them, but Matt Ryan, he can help equalize things out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold to throw again. And he's got a new one. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is the running back Powell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Darnold. Airing one deep for Curse. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Roethlisberger will throw. This is a tough ball. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger gets it to Brown, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one's complete right side to McDonald. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A give to Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Like 80.
Here's Bell. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go around that. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Man over the right side. It's Rodgers. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Darnold. And he's caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run. This is Powell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Second and goal, one man in the backfield. That's Crowell.
No. Check. Patriot.
to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
These two.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Blue 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, held in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Neville Hewitt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jets have got it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.